Vivek Ramaswamy is a political outsider. He's an independently wealthy entrepreneur who's never held public office. And that's exactly why he thinks he should be the next president of the United States.
Sick and tired of professional politicians in both parties.
Ramaswamy is a self-identified nationalist and is running on a far-right, so-called anti-wokeist platform that he's calling
America First 2.0, taking the America First agenda even further than Donald Trump did.
But what does that actually mean? Well, Ramaswamy says it's time for big changes, like requiring a civics test or performing some kind of public duty, like military service, in order to be allowed to vote.
I think voting rates will skyrocket in this country amongst young people after we actually make it mean something.
He's also proposing gutting federal agencies like the FBI, CDC, IRS, and making major changes to the Departments of Commerce and Education in order to make things easier on small businesses.
Every once in a while, you need to turn it over.
And while such major changes might seem improbable with both chambers of Congress relatively evenly split between the parties, a Ramaswamy administration could avoid Capitol Hill altogether.
I've focused first on what can the U.S. president do on his own with constitutionally ordained executive power.
According to Ramaswamy, the core of his platform is to heal the divisions within the United States. And despite some extreme views, he does see room for compromise on some hot-button issues like abortion, which he suggests should be left up to individual states, and promotes that if and when bans are enacted, governments should follow up with subsidized childcare.
Adoption, childcare, even greater responsibility for men. I think that's how we turn this issue into being a less divisive one.
In fact, Ramaswamy is so committed to the idea of national unity that while he's made no secret of his identity as a practicing Hindu, he seems determined not to talk about diversity at all.
Diversity is not our strength. Our strength is what unites us across that diversity.
So while Ramaswamy entered the Republican primary as a political outsider, his platform is challenging the very idea of what that means.
This is the time for reform.